3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
We're live.
And we're live.
So, Eric.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
What's new? What's happening?
What is new and what is happening? Well, I don't really know where I want to start. For our listeners, we're going to jump into our future potential school endeavors.
That's where we left off in the last one.
Yeah.
So what did we find?
Yes. So we found. Okay. Did we tell them about SATE?
We told them that we were looking into SATE.
Okay, so it was video and production, correct?
Yeah, the film and video production course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which Quentin, friend of the show, manager of Reynolds.
Yep.
The I guess the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Couple podcasts back, he did that. That
did
program,
that
and he spoke highly of it.
Yeah.
So that got Eric and I interested in it. So we looked it up, and the first roadblock we hit was that for the fall session, which would be starting of September, applications were closed to domestic students.
Yeah.
Which were domestic. So.
But you were of the opinion that, fuck that. But that's not going to deter us.
Yeah. No, for stuff like that, the first no just means not right now, or it just means we have to be more persistent.
Try again, different way.
Yeah, exactly. So I sent they had an email for the admissions person, and I emailed it, and then I just got an auto reply back, and it said to book a time in and it sent me to like this portal to book in a time in person to meet with an academic advisor person. And so I booked that time for Eric and I. And so that's on Tuesday that we're going to go and meet up with her. I believe she is a she, her person. So, and then we will see what she says.
Yeah. Well, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Me too.
I think that'll be really cool. I haven't been to SAIT in a while. Not that I ever attended that school, actually. But yeah.
Yeah, I think
it'll be cool.
I think there's a couple. Sorry, go. I cut you off.
No, I'm just excited to learn about what they have to offer.
Yeah. What's possible? What's doable?
And we looked at the MRU. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Nope.
We looked at the MRU film studies, which is more of a.
See, more theoretical.
Yeah.
And more of like if you wanted to be a film critic, that would be really good.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't say we're off the table. It's just we're leaning to the SAIT one right now.
Correct.
That's not to say that MRU is totally off the table. It's just we're leaning to that right now. So, and I think that will be good for the. I think it will be good for the podcast, but also just like frankly in general, I think it's going to be good to keep social, keep moving, develop ourselves, develop our human capital, our potential, our human potential, and it's going to be really good for our podcast. I think. I think it's going to be able for us to take it to the next level, which I'm pretty excited about. And right now, as usual, as always, we have Planet Earth playing in front, and
It's a lot of birds.
There's a lot of birds doing their thing right now.
How many do you think that is?
Maybe close. Definitely hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Perhaps millions.
Well, look at that.
That's a lot of birds. Wow. That's pretty cool.
What are they?
I don't think they're albatrosses.
Black seagull.
Yeah.
Sort of.
A little bit bigger than a seagull, but...
Not as big as like an albatross.
Yeah. Medium-sized bird. And they're going out to sea, I think, to go hunt.
They're fishing.
Or they're headed somewhere. I don't know if they're fishing or if they're migrating. Because sometimes they do that. Like they do the...
Yeah.
Speaking of birds, at my parents' place, right, without getting... I don't know if I've doxed myself yet. Probably if you took the time to listen to all of the podcasts, you definitely know who I am, probably who my parents and siblings are, and, probably quite a bit of information on me. So please don't blackmail me or do some, weird stuff. But
could you imagine if someone left us like an email? It was like a Riddler type.
Oh, nice.
Like
we've kidnapped someone, and you have to.
Yeah, it's like
We'd have to get Batman on the case.
let's play a game.
Let's play. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're one of those, please, maybe pick someone else to do that too. That'd be that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Just gonna say that now. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yep.
But in front of their place is like this like little lagoon thing,
Yeah.
and
Little pond.
and there's my favorite bird is the red-winged blackbird, and it has a specific call, and it's not the most it's a pretty common bird, but I really like it because it just reminds me of home. Because
Red-winged blackbird. Oh, okay, yeah.
see, yeah, that one, and it has this specific call. Usually, it perches on there, and there is a ton of them there right now. So producer Phil and I have been going there in the morning and watching
really
them.
Cool.
And they are. It's springtime, so
They're loud.
they are loud. They are looking for mates,
Yeah.
and they're finding them. There's females there. There's males, and there is a lot of action in that place. Yeah, it's a bit of a. Yeah, it's a bit of
It's happening.
It's a local watering hole.
Yeah.
Literally, it's a local watering hole.
That's
Yeah. So there's a lot of bird-on-bird interactions there, which is pretty cool. And we saw speaking of a cat, we're watching a leopard now. I think. Oh, this is the.
Those are ibex.
Oh, nice. This is the ibex episode. Nice. So we're now watching like a leopard type thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's about to hunt a.
That'd be like a.
I think it's about to hunt an ibex,
Oh.
and it's going to be pretty awesome because I've seen this episode before. Now I'm thinking. So spoiler alert: Planet Earth episode.
Planet 2, episode 4.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome one. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it.
Dude, those trail cams are fucking smart.
Oh, that's what I want to set one up at my parents' place.
That's a great idea.
And you know what I like? There's this cool tracking thing where it's like it makes like a soundtrack to the bird. I'm gonna talk to D about it. I'm gonna talk. That's what I. Anyways, to be. Do you know what I think? Maybe for us, like the two white guys in a wheelchair, Instagram.
Yeah.
I think we should just be a sharing account and we share cool art.
I like that idea.
Because then it's like, just for like right now. And it's like, we're just curators.
I also have a great idea.
Oh, do you want to share it now or later?
I'll share it now.
Okay.
A, I like that idea. And B, I have a good idea for our logo.
Ooh, okay.
If it's, because I like our pod logo as is.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have a logo for something else,
Mm-hmm.
or a different
alternative logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they have alt jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a main logo, and this one could be the main logo, and we switch the other one. But it's good to mix it up. I think.
So my thought is, like the handicap logo.
Yeah. Oh.
We use that exact font,
Mm-hmm.
and just have it like, I don't know, just doing different things.
Yeah. Dude.
Isn't that like?
That's sick. Yeah. I'm for that.
You can have like a stick person, like the male bathroom stick guy.
Yeah.
Or the wheelchair stick guy.
Yeah.
And they can both be kind of like interact and do it. Like I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah. Dude. Yes. I am for that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that I think I like that
Yeah,
idea.
dude. And I think it's good and fun, and it makes work fun when you get to flex your creative muscle. Right?
Exactly.
Like it makes a big difference.
Exactly.
So yeah. Oh, okay. I'm for that. So that's kind of our on the school front of things there.
Yep.
So we're looking into it. So stay tuned. We'll keep you posted as things go along. Maybe that's the next podcast we'll do is Tuesday kind of afternoon.
Yeah, that's good.
Maybe we do it after we meet with them and say, all right, this is what. Yep, we either said, yep, they're going to let us in, or nope, they actually decided they hated us and don't want to let us in. But
They told us to get banned.
yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully,
I hope they won't.
Yeah, I hope they won't. Good vibes. So we'll see. But the other thing that we wanted to talk about was we were just before the podcast, we were watching the Daniel Smith, Mark Carney pipeline announcement. So I think, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's good.
I think it's good too. I think it's balanced,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the themes of our show is like taking hot button topics and finding the middle ground. And I think Carney is honestly, in my opinion, he's a conservative in liberal clothing.
I was just gonna say I really like what you said.
And for me, like I'm more right leaning, but like I think most of my interactions with people, right? Granted, this is anecdotal. This is just people in my surroundings, right? Mostly it's with people who would be like, yeah, I'd like to be able to buy a house and, live a good life. But, I also don't want to poison the environment, and I also don't care who you fuck or what you identify as.
Yeah.
So that's like the majority of people who I'm interacting with.
Well, that's how I think we would describe ourselves, like socially.
Yeah.
Quite liberal.
Yeah. Traditionally liberal. Traditionally liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fiscally conservative. Like,
Yeah. And then it's just like, there hasn't been, but apparently, I think that's like most people.
What would make you like more like, and this goes for me as well, but like what would end up making you more right leaning versus more left leaning? Because you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's changing.
Like
it's changing in real time too.
Yeah.
Like for me, like right leaning is fiscal responsibility in spending by the government. Right? I don't think that a large amount of debt. I think debt, whether it's household debt or country debt, it reduces your options of what you can do.
It's very restrictive.
It's a restrictive thing. It can there can be utility to it, but it can it's producer Phil and I were talking about this. It's like you have to know what you're doing with it, or it will, pardon my French, it'll fuck your day. So I don't believe in just dishing out like money like blindly, because I think what you get is you don't get really good value for it.
It's a complicated thing.
Yeah, but then
because like look at the U.S.
Yeah.
Like how much debt are they in?
That's true. However, because like,
but they're the biggest.
They're also the biggest military
and the biggest economy.
So, but Canada's not in that situation.
We're not that.
Yeah, we are not in that situation.
We're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. So Canada, like, I think it's a bit different if you're a superpower
versus like,
because like there's different schools of thought with it where it's like realistically, and I don't think this is, in my opinion, not a good thing, but there's other schools of thought of it. Like the U.S. could run a deficit of like 200, 300%, and theoretically it will be fine. I think, in my opinion, that would cause a lot of chaos for them.
Yeah.
But theoretically, because they have, because essentially they can cancel debt, right? Like I think, for example, like there's Trump just went to China, right?
Yep. And
the biggest holder of U.S. debt is China. And so we'll see kind of what comes out of that. I think
that's such a crazy event. Like,
yeah.
I don't think people are giving it enough credit. Well, a lot of people are, but it's like, and they both think that they're in a very strong position.
Yeah. So
I would love to have been like a
fly on the wall for that. It would have been super interesting. And like it is. I was looking into this. They call it. I think it's not Theseus. Can you look this up? Actually, I think it's like. It's like Theseus's dilemma or something like that. It's like when you have an established power and a rising power, and there's this one historian, academic guy he's looked at. There's been, of recorded history, there's been 16 events of that. Mm-hmm. 12 out of the 16 have led to war.
Really?
So it's kind of his.
So wait, what? I'm gonna check GPT.
Yeah, I think it's maybe it's not Theseus's dilemma, but it sounds like that. It's like some, yeah. Say that and then see.
Theseus's dilemma. I'm wondering the name of is. It's like something like.
Theonesis. Let's see. Listener, if you know. Okay, here. Let's make this fun. Let's do the voice one.
Good, that's good.
Hey, I'm wondering what is the name of when there is a established power and a rising power in geopolitics, the dilemma that's called?
That's called the Thucydides trap. It describes the tension and potential for conflict when a rising power threatens to displace an established power. Historically, it was drawn from Thucydides' analysis of the Peloponnesian War, but it's often applied to modern power dynamics like the US and China.
Thank you.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, so that is Thucydides? What is it?
Yeah.
Thucydides' dilemma. Yeah, or trap. So I think, like, and, I think, like, I would say most people are, like, don't want war. And so I would say that I hope that conversation went well. Because it's a tricky, like, I think it's a tricky, for any given leader, the incentives are kind of for war, right? Like the way that it pushes is like, it's like, okay, like, if we can replace this guy, then we're on top and we can win. But at the same time, as soon as you have war, millions, potentially billions of people, because they're both nuclear powers, can die.
Oh, the stakes are
high.
Are so high.
So, I hope that they find something that works. Like, there's like some sort of bargain or something that works. Because I think, like, that's what I was saying too, right? Is like, I think, I don't know. One of the things though that my personal opinion is like, have you been watching any of that Professor Zhang guy?
I haven't.
Okay, I'm a fan of it.
I have one of his videos that I've seen.
Yeah.
Some I liked videos.
Dude, speaking of school.
But, yes.
Speaking of school.
Yeah.
Okay, because I watched his Secret Society one.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Phenomenal. It's like it's maybe 20, 25 videos, each about an hour.
Okay, then I have one of those liked. Yeah.
Yeah. I would watch the whole thing. Because he takes you through the whole thing. And it's like, don't watch it all in one sitting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, very, very fascinating. And it's like, because it's about power, right? And how power operates. And he has he's I like him too because he's very clear. He's like, this is a framework. This is just us. This is me speculating how it works. Question me, like, take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is me simplifying everything and just putting this out there.
Yeah.
So I like that he says that, and but I think what he says, like, there's a lot of valid points that he makes, but the one that he's talking about right now is, like, he brought this up. He was talking about this meeting. That was his separate one. He has like a lecture series on secret societies and just kind of how power works in geopolitics.
Yeah.
But then also this current one is, I think it's just about, I don't know what the current one, like what the title of this current one. I think it's pretty much just about war and kind of like analyzing what's happening in geopolitics. So anyways, he was talking about this meeting, and if you look at all of the people who went over, a lot of them, like there was a lot of the not all of the tech guys were there. Like Meta was there, but it wasn't Mark Zuckerberg. Elon was there. Jensen Huang ended up going. He wasn't originally going to go, but Trump ended up bringing him. And then it was but like Bezos wasn't there. There was a lot of people who weren't there, but a lot of the heads that were there, it was like Larry Fink. It was the Schwartz guy. He's like there's like BlackRock and then Blackstone.
Yeah.
There, a lot of like the finance
people
were there. And so his prediction was that one of the, and like America has a lot of debt, right? And so what his theory was is that what America really wants is that, and because like the banking system, like, so like the American banking system is pretty much everyone except the BRICS nations, right?
Yeah.
And so he wants this grand bargain that they think that they're going
he's
to
pitch
is opening up the Chinese financial market because it's historically closed, right?
Yeah.
Like it's closed just to the people of China. That America wants that to open up so that they can sell their financial products to the Chinese consumer.
Okay.
Which, theoretically, that could lead to cooling because it's further integration. But in my opinion, and I think he mentions it too, it's like, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing because a lot of what that does is that dumps the bad products in that system. Like we were talking about this earlier, right? Where it's like when it comes to investing, like it's a bit of a dark forest where it's like it's very institutional, and if you're not careful, someone will take your money.
Yeah.
And so I think that will put so that's going to take a lot of that bad debt that they have, and they're going to sell it onto the Chinese people. Yeah. Theoretically, that's like so in my opinion, it's like, I don't know, it's like kind of like what is the bargain that they're going to make to do that, right?
Yeah.
And so I think one of the bargains is like what deal are they going to make, and like in his thing, and this is kind of the thing too, is like they might do that because they want Taiwan, right?
Yeah.
And America wants to avoid war, and kind of Trump's whole thing is they want to just lock down the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
Right? So the theory that he had, and I thought this was kind of an interesting one, is that you are going to have America recognize Taiwan for China.
Yeah.
They're just going to give that to, and then that kind of takes care of, and then also he now gets to, like, for the recognition of Taiwan, we get access to the Chinese market. So that's kind of the bargain
wow.
Theoretically that's happening there. That's one of the speculations that's happening.
Yeah.
So we'll see, we'll see if that happens or not in the coming days. And then like one of the things he was saying is that, like, because what that also does for America, right? Because America, a lot of people tend to forget this, but it's like it is the largest military superpower.
Yep.
And what is their biggest export? What do you think? Or maybe this might not be their biggest export.
Oil?
What is a huge export? I think America's a net importer of oil.
Really?
Yeah. They do export oil, and they have Venezuela now, so they're...
What's their base export?
Think about this. So it's maybe oil is there, but what's another one that, like, it's the reason that they won World War II.
They're like industrial power?
Close. Weapons.
Weapons manufacturing is their biggest export?
Yeah. Munitions.
Really?
Yeah. So they're a net exporter of munitions.
Okay.
And like war
is munitions.
War is big business for America.
Yeah.
And so what that does, if they give
That's
Taiwan
great.
to China, this guy's saying, like, it's going to transfer the problem of Taiwan, the Taiwanese sovereignty question, right? Geopolitical question, is it sovereign or not,
tricky.
to Japan and Korea. They have to figure that out. And so what is that going to happen?
Yeah.
That's going to increase tensions between Eastern things.
I hate
and who's going to buy the weapons? Korea and Japan.
Yeah.
And so so it's like good business for them.
That's
And for America, right? Now they have all that access to the Chinese economy to sell their, in my
that
opinion,
makes things so
bad debt
dangerous.
products. Yeah, but for America and for North America, like it kind of is like, all right, we're going to get a shit ton of money, and we're going to create a bunch of business, and we're also going to get the industrial capacity of the Chinese market as well too, because their tensions are going to be lowered.
Oh my god.
So that was just one theory.
Yeah.
You know, of what's happening. Interesting, while we're talking about geopolitics, we are watching a pack of cheetahs, didn't know that they traveled in packs, eat a wildebeest.
You know what it's called?
The circle of life?
No, well, yes. But no, a pack of cheetahs? It's something else.
A pride?
Nope. I'm going to ask...
A herd? A gaggle?
No, it's something weird, because they're siblings.
Oh.
So...
A family?
What is it called when there are a group of cheetahs that hunt together? A coalition.
A coalition. Didn't realize cheetahs were political like that.
They're
a political species, just like humans.
A coalition.
I like that. So, anyways, to be determined. So, listeners, we'll keep you posted on not only Eric and I's school ambitions, but also the state of the world. Moving on, we also wanted to talk about a new Lord of the Flies series on Netflix that's coming out.
Did you ever
Speaking of geopolitics, Lord of the Flies.
Real power dynamics.
Yeah.
Did you read Lord of the Flies?
I'm trying to think if I did. I know that I started reading it. I don't know if I finished it. I think it was for school.
Yeah.
It might have been for school. So yeah, I think I did read it. Yeah. Did you read it?
I think so.
Yeah.
But
If I did, it was a long time ago.
So I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of it yet.
Is it out now?
Let's find out. I'm gonna check.
And then, you and producer Phil were talking. Who's the guy that made it? What's his name? Do you know?
I forget his name, but it's from the creators of the show Adolescence, which I did see.
Can you spoil it for me?
Well,
you know how we did that the other day?
Yeah. So basically, Adolescence is fascinating.
Spoiler alert.
Adolescence is really cool because they filmed each episode in one shot only.
Ooh, I like it when they do that.
So it was really cool. Basically, the story is about this kid, this like fucking 15, 14-year-old kid, 13, something of that ilk.
He looks young. Yeah.
He gets accused of murdering this girl in his class, and it kind of takes you through like the initial arrest and processing, and the questioning, and then it takes you to another episode of like the cops going to the school, and then it takes you through an episode of him in like a psych ward institution type deal, and not like an actual jail, because
he's a kid.
He's a kid, and that's where they had space. And him having like a sit down with a shrink. And then the fourth episode just shows his family and how they're handling everything like a year later.
Yeah.
And it turns out he did do it.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, stabbed her like fucking 20 times. And it was really fascinating. Like, it takes you through obviously the complexities and the nuance of the relationships involved when something like that happens to someone.
Yeah.
Because his parents didn't do anything wrong. His sister didn't do anything wrong. And then they're left questioning themselves, like, were we good parents? Mm-hmm. What did we do wrong that
led to that?
Led to this. And it's honestly, it's not. Yeah, it'd be terrifying if something like that happened.
It's an intense watch.
Very intense.
Okay.
Super intense. And yeah, it takes you through the grief, the tragedy, the anger, the sadness. Like, it takes you through all of it. And It's and it's based off a true story.
Really?
Yeah.
That happened in the UK as well?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What was the true story?
This kid of a different skin color, did the same thing.
What?
Yeah, pretty much the exact same thing.
Whoa.
Is the true story, just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different family background.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I
crazy.
don't know if I want to comment on that or not. But
it's a tricky issue.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah, especially there right now.
Oh my god,
dude!
Yeah.
Did you see like all like that's one of the things like you know like you talk about like media bubbles and
Yep.
like I'm trying to figure out like what's real, what's fake with that because it's like
in the UK.
Yeah, like there's like all these like allegations of like these like two-tier justice system kind of stuff and like a lot of like systemic like rapes and sexual assaults of
Like
kids.
Oh yeah.
Of like white kids.
Yeah, but
and
like,
it's like
in like what kind of like in school and stuff.
I'm not exactly sure, but that's like the narrative that's being pushed right now is that there's like this cabal of like so the narrative is essentially okay. It's like this like immigrant cabal of like Muslims or
yeah.
I don't know if it's Muslims or like whatever. And then it's just like, oh yeah, they're raping all these white kids. And so it's like, if that's true, that's horrible. But also it's just like, that it's kind of like, it's kind of like, is it real or is it fabricated? Like, and then also there's like all the social media lockdown stuff.
Yeah.
That's happening in the UK, which is fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope that doesn't happen here. Because, like... And I'm sure it probably...
Like the 16 and under thing?
Yeah, well, the 16 under thing, yeah. Like, is that... Because a lot of the times, like, I know that the...
Well, it's already kind of happened here. Like, we can't get the fucking news.
Yeah, exactly.
Media.
And I know that Canada follows... I don't like this, but Canada also, like, follows the step of the UK a lot in their policy, which is annoying. But we also have like it's like kind of we have the balancing effect of US as well too. So we're kind of in the middle. I don't know. I really, really do like for all of America's problems, you know, I really like the free speech.
Yeah.
Like free speech is awesome. So.
Well, it's like, have you seen the videos of people getting arrested for posting stuff on like?
Yeah, like stuff like that is
like,
really messed up.
It's like you turn on the lights, you're like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like 4 cops in your room. It's like, sir, I'm sorry to tell you, but we got to take you in. It's like full of tweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen lots of videos like that. And so it's like, and then part of it is like.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So, and that's like the part I'm trying to figure out right now is like, okay, like for each situation like that, are they saying that they're going to kill somebody or are they just saying like, fuck this guy?
Yeah.
Like, well, and so it's like, and then like sometimes it's like clearly like, yeah, this person was like, I'm gonna fucking kill this person or something like that, and it's like
that's not
maybe that's a bit different. But then like other times it's just like
this guy's a piece of shit. I hope he fucking blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
that's a bit different than
than like
I'm gonna murder this guy
a threat
tomorrow.
Yeah. So it's that kind of stuff. I'm just like, it's like slippery slope, man. Like I know it's like obviously like a tough thing to moderate, but like I'm really against like prison for that kind of stuff because then you get the like it's like the, you know, they talk about it and I think everyone experienced in COVID the chilling effect of censorship, right? Where it's just like, okay, oh fuck, I can get in trouble for saying something, I'm not gonna speak up, and then that's when you get into really hot water with like not good shit happening. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean. We'll do some further research and we'll get listener. We'll get back to you on that and see what's real, what's fake about that.
With those types of things, I always find that somewhere in the middle. Maybe not.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll
it's
find
just like it's probably a bit of both.
Oh, that actually reminds me of there was a lady, producer Phil. Would you mind? It was the lady that ran when we were handing in signatures. The whistleblower. Do you think you could look her up?
Sure.
Thanks, producer Phil. Or actually, we could do that. University Rosedale election whistleblower. Because that's kind of a...
University Rosedale
election, 2026. Lady who was a whistleblower who ran for MP.
She didn't make the cut.
She didn't get enough signatures. Let's see what her whistleblower was. Nope, not her. Can I see what the name was?
No, it's not there. She didn't make the cut.
Okay. Damn. Okay, so we're gonna look her up, and
We'll
I'm gonna invite her
that.
because I mentioned to her that, like, who I was.
Oh yeah.
Because we should have her on the podcast.
You told me about that.
Yeah, because like what I really like when you have censorship too, it's a chilling effect on whistleblowers.
Yeah.
And like whistleblowers are like pretty important, like for a functioning society, right?
You keep everyone in line.
You got to keep people in check, right? Because like we were talking a little bit about this before, like on the before the podcast was just like some people you give them an inch, they take a mile, and so you have to be able to
like Edward Snowden.
Yeah. What's your take on?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
I don't think he should be, I don't think he should be arrested.
Me too. Right? Like he has to live
There's
in
an outstanding warrant for his arrest in the U.S.
Yeah, that's
where is he? Russia?
Yeah, he's in Russia because he was trying to get to Ecuador, but he can't. Like it's not safe for him to leave. Mm-hmm. Like I agree with that. Like, dude, that guy's a fucking hero. Like.
A major issue that people needed to be made aware of.
Yeah, and it's like kind of only gotten worse. So
yeah, well, it's like what?
I'm excited here.
For
the listener, I'm standing up because I'm all hot and bothered of this of these topics. They get me going. I'm passionate. I'm a passionate fellow.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't think I get why, but
yeah,
it should.
Yeah. No, there has to be protections for that, and then, yeah. So
I get that the government's not gonna
be super happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess.
Well, I guess they kind of. What choice does the government have? Like, if you're in charge of the government, you have to say you can't be dumping our most important shit.
This is true
on the internet.
This is true.
So I think
I'm in between.
Is it something that shouldn't have happened in the first place? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, but if the government okay, what I dislike, and this is the thing that is, I think the problem with governments is they always seek to have more.
Yeah.
Which is sure maybe it's a natural function, right? But if you talk about the West, right? The idea of the West was liberties for the individual, right?
Yeah.
It's freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom of affiliation, freedom to do shit as a single person, right?
Yeah.
I'm an individual. I have rights that you can't step on.
Yeah.
But then the government's let's take that away because it makes it easier to do this.
Yeah.
And it's just that's not really aligned with what this whole thing was about. Supposed to be about. So I don't know. Maybe that's a little. Maybe that's a bit ideological. Maybe that's a little. A little strong for right now. But I don't know. Stuff like that kind of makes me go
I need to fix this.
Yeah. I'm going to Washington. I'm bringing a mop because this place is a mess. I love that movie.
That's so funny.
I think it was called The Campaign, right?
Yeah, with Zach Galifianakis and Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's a good one. But yeah, that takes us to, I guess, Lord of the Flies. So yeah, I guess that ties into Lord of the Flies. I guess, yeah.
Power dynamics.
Power dynamics, yeah. I think when you get nation states, when there's no adults in the room, no fair referees, you get funny business. That's, end of the day, you get funny business when there's no rules. and no way to enforce the rules. Yeah.
But realistically, that is geopolitics.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's fucking if you're operating as a country,
yeah,
it's kind of like we are doing what's best for us. Fuck
yeah, and it's like okay,
everyone else.
Yeah.
Like more
or less, but you gotta be like, and then you gotta. Well, it's like the chimpanzees. Remember? Did you watch Chimpanpire or whatever it's called?
Yes. Well, the thing on Netflix.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Civil War that's going on?
The chimpanzee civil war.
Yeah. So that's a different thing. But yes.
Yes. So that one is like, but it shows that like you have like the alpha, like if the strongest ape rises, right, and he's just like he's a dick to all the other apes. The smaller apes. Or not, would it be ape? Chimpanzees, not chimp. Like, it's not ape, chimp. Because ape is an umbrella term, I think.
Yeah.
Is a chimp an ape?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the small, like, if the mean, strong chimp gets into power and he's top chimp, and he's a dick to all the other chimps, the beta chimps, they gang up and they beat the shit out of the alpha chimp.
Yeah.
And then a new one will rise. The more. Yeah. So.
But I guess.
So it makes sense that we evolved. It makes sense that we evolved from them. It's like
I get it. You have to. I don't think there are necessarily rules, but there's a framework.
Yeah.
Like how to operate and how to use the rules, quote unquote, to your advantage, and how they can be used against you.
Yes.
And how do you
navigate
preempt
within there? Yeah.
How to deal with those?
Yeah.
And then there's obviously the things that people don't know about and that you can do.
The hidden.
There's the hidden operations.
The hidden info. Yeah.
Which is I think like the CIA and like.
Oh, nice. We're gonna get some new listeners.
Some trade craft.
There's gonna be some analyst from the CIA. CIA mentioned analyst. Nice. Hey, our CIA analyst. What's up? Thanks for listening.
Benjamin Netanyahu. But yeah, like I think that world is so fucked, and like it's kind of scary because like you know how I can't remember who this quote is by. I think it might be like Chamberlain.
Who's Chamberlain? Like Wilt Chamberlain?
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain.
Like the basketball player?
No. Who's the president? Wilt.
President Wilt Chamberlain. That'd be sick. That'd be a sick time.
I was like, that's not what I'm thinking of. Churchill. No.
No.
Chamberlain. There was a president named Chamberlain. Was there not? In the U.S.?
Look it up. That'd be actually pretty sick. Wilt Chamberlain, the president.
I'm just so retarded on this episode.
Kennedy?
List of U.S. president.
Reagan?
Please.
No.
Well, the quote is, history is written by the victor.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting there.
Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower.
Am I retarded?
Maybe look up who said history is written by the victor. I know that that's a quote in, I think, Modern Warfare 2, that when you die...
Victory is written by the winner.
Yeah, when you die in Modern Warfare 2, it'll tell you that quote.
The little, like...
Yeah, the little quotes as you wait to respawn.
Winston Churchill, yeah.
It was Churchill. Nice.
You're right. Good call.
Nice.
And it's like, how often in history do the morally, like, just people win?
It's tough to tell.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're the real good guy, how often
do you win?
Because I feel like bad shit happens all the time.
Yeah. It's
like,
yeah,
I think
go ahead.
Sorry, maybe in World War II the good guys won, which is good. Like, I would imagine that the Allies are for the most part considered the good guys.
Yeah.
So that's huge. But
is that just like...
Is that what the U.S. is still?
Maybe. Does it change over time? Does it... Are we just biased because we grew up in the West and that's what we've been told since we were little? Who knows?
It's one of those things.
One of those things that makes you think. So, gotta question my biases here.
Yeah, and like, you hear about all the conspiracies and stuff, and it's like, I get if you don't like believe in like all the conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
but, like,
flat Earth or.
You're not gonna believe in any conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and it's like, I think like the toughest part is because like especially in the U.S. Like I know the U.S. does this. I in my opinion, Canada does this as well, but maybe a little bit more subtly.
Yeah.
Dude, it's because the government lies so often. It's like that's why you have like this uptick in conspiracy theories. It's just like, well, you've lied a lot in the past. Why should I trust you on this one? So it's like, I don't know. It's a little hairy out there.
It definitely is hairy.
Yeah, so I don't know. You know, that's why you got friendships. Friendships are important. You know, strong personal community ties, and just be a good person and have faith. Have faith. Have faith.
Yeah.
Be a good person. Have faith.
Amen to that.
Do your best.
Well,
yeah, it ain't all bad out there.
No, I don't think it is. Yeah. Like, we live in a wonderful place.
Dude, good land luck, apparently.
Land luck?
Land luck for feng shui.
Calgary?
Yeah.
Or...
Good land luck.
Really?
Yeah. It depends on where you are and what the setup is, but on the most part, good land luck.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Well, I've been told from sources. From different sources.
Okay. Well, do you have anything else you want to hit?
Did we hit everything? Yeah, we talked about the pipeline.
We talked about school,
Lord of the Flies, and adolescence, and then
geopolitics.
We were on for a bit. So, what time are we at?
46 minutes.
Yeah, if we missed something at the beginning, sorry, listener, but maybe we'll try and get it in the next one. But,
deal.
Yeah. Regardless, we'll keep you posted on our school stuff and
our adventures.
Yeah, and then leave us a comment about maybe something that you've heard or what you think about what we've talked about. Do you agree, disagree, or somewhere in between?
Yep.
Sound good? All right, we'll talk to you in the next one.
Adios.
Bye.